Welcome back to Undiagnosed Baddie, your favorite daily 10-minute podcast. It is your girl, BellaThaGawd, and today's topic is women blaming themselves or other women about a father being a deadbeat parent. Okay, so I'm gonna summarize that for y'all. Y'all being like, bitch, you should have chose better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your fault your baby daddy not around. And I am here to tell you, let's chit chat about that. Now, of course, I was inspired by conversations going on around me, and I just want to say I want women to stop blaming other women for men not doing what the fuck they're supposed to do. Period, point blank, all the way across the board. Everybody knows when you lay down with somebody and you conceive a baby, a human, that everybody has a responsibility. And that's up and down the line. That is going from the parents primarily, of course, right? Then we have two sets of grandparents and then siblings. We have the village. Everybody is responsible for that baby. So the fact that women get blamed, the fact that women are the ones that show up, stay, do everything that they're supposed to do for their children. And we're talking about the majority here. And men just get to they get to skeet and skirt. Okay, that's probably what I'm gonna name this episode, Skeet and Skirrtt, because they get to skirt right the fuck off. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why don't you have the same mentality that I do? And men be like, you know what? That's a good mother right there. I want to give her a baby. But they never say, that's a good woman. I love her. I would love to reproduce with her and stay with her and stay with my family. And the shit that really be pissing me off, we're gonna get back to these blamers, but the shit that really pissed me off are the children that treat the mothers like shit because they stay. They be like, you picked my father, you was dating my father. You thought this nigga acted like this? You thought that? You thought that after I knew somebody for a certain amount of time that I would actually have a baby by somebody that would abandon us? Like, let's be fucking for real. That's what I want people to do. I don't like when women sit back and say, you the reason your baby father not around because da da da, and they run down this list of things, and women always seem to project. They always project about they'll be like, well, if you wasn't doing this, he'd be around his kid. There's nothing that anybody can do that would stop me from being around my child if I was not the primary parent, period. And I don't like when women are blamed for other people's actions. I was going to say something else, but I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And I'm sitting here and it's like women will say, this my son, he don't gotta do. I was watching a video. Ooh, I wish I had it. And she was like, my son babysits, okay, and you need to find another babysitter because he got things to do. He could go live his life the way he want to live his life. And it's like, oh my god, boy moms, boy fucking moms. And it's like, when they have this ideal in their head that their son is this man that they thought that they wanted or that they think that they would love to have as a mate, there's nothing that their son can do wrong. There's absolutely nothing that their son can do wrong, even if that includes abandoning his own children. And there needs to be a case study on this. And I am specifically talking about the black community when I talk about this. There needs to be a case study on women choosing horrible ass men and then wanting their son to be the man of the house. But because their son has children, they can't take care of those children because they want that son, they want the funds their son always have. So it's like, yeah, that's a piece of you. You chose to have a baby by him, but this is my son. He take care of our family over here. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Those are the same women that blame women for not having chosen a good baby father. These are just the things that I see. These are the observations that I make with my eyes, my ears, my years, my like this is everything coming together. And it's just like I want boy moms to do better. There are some good boy moms out here, but most of them no. Most of them is a big fat no. But we also always talk about why men feel that they don't have friends, and it's because they don't talk about what's really going on. If there were enough men on earth to say, I'm not fucking with you because you don't take care of your fucking kids, then where would these men be? We need everybody to stop blaming the mothers, the ones that stay, because that shit gets hard after a while to continuously hear, to continuously say, yeah, you a little, not me, but you know, it's your fault, it's this, it's that, why they not around. It's just, I'm tired of the blame game being on everybody but the person that is not doing what the fuck they're supposed to do. How about that? How about fucking that? Because men really need a reality check. And when I'm talking about a true reality check, let's bring this like full circle right now. I don't believe every number that the news put out, but supposedly 300,000 black women lost their jobs and can't gain employment. Let's take those 300,000 women. Those are the ones who went and got multiple degrees, multiple licensures, okay? And they're doing everything to be the breadwinner of their family. Now they're not. 300,000 families impacted at high levels. So now we have black men in the workforce and they're supposed to be doing all the things and they're not. What we see, that's why there's such a hard time dating, because men, it's like 20 to 1. 20 women to 1 man that's doing the same fucking thing. The black man is not stepping up and doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing to take care of their village. Because let's take this to fucking relationships. You ever dealt with somebody who it's like the family always depend on him to do whatever needs to be done? Oh, it's the family cookout, we need X amount of money. Oh, grandma house this. Oh, cousin Sally this. And they calling your nigga. Don't deal with no man like that. You cannot deal with a man that is the family's end all be all, because he's going to always take from your household and he's never going to put a foot down, because it's always going to be like, man, that's my grandma, man, that's my mom. Have you ever let's talk about this. Have you ever fucking dealt with a nigga whose mother married an ain't shit nigga and then expects your man to do all the things her man's supposed to do? I remember dealing with this dude. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to say no names, but I remember dealing with this dude. And it's not just one person. This has happened before. And I'm trying to figure out why it won't happen again. I'll tell you that, because it's like a hard no. But it's just like, okay, we have our house over here. Things need to be done here. I'm sorry your HVAC system went out, sister. Where's your homeowner's insurance? Where's your nigga that's supposed to be doing the things? Where's the man who's dick you sucking, who's all these other things, but you calling on mine? This is mine. And it just gets tiring, it gets frustrating, and then you don't want to deal with it. And it's like, well, what your mother get married for? What is your mother married for? You should have married your mother. And honestly, and then it's fuck you talking about all this other big wild shit, because I stated the obvious. You should have been your mother's husband. This what she treats you like. She call you. She don't call Rick. You know what I'm saying? I'm just naming names. All names are changed so nobody gets sued. But it's like she not calling Rick. What the fuck you calling my nigga for? What you want him to do? Suck your toes too? You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing behind women blaming, and even when, let's tackle this real quick. When women blame themselves, they be like, I should have done this. I should have chosen better. I. And at the end of the day, baby, it wasn't you. And I want you to love yourself more and more and realize that nothing that you could have done would have changed the outcome of how that man was going to treat you and that child, because that's his fucking character and that's a character flaw. So stop blaming yourselves for a man being a piece of shit. There is nothing that you can do for a man that thinks the way that they think to abandon their own child. There's nothing. Don't beat yourself up. Love yourself. Love your child. Email me if you need to talk, because baby, that we're not going to beat ourselves up over other people's actions. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this particular episode. I hope we're enjoying Undiagnosed Baddie. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Is that it?